Bulletin. It is time for another edition of Kitchen Science, where I get to combine two of my favorite things, my kitchen and science. Okay, so today we are going to use science to make a slightly irritating task less irritating. What is this right here? We got a balloon. Blowing up a balloon is never very much fun. But you know what makes it a lot more fun? Chemistry. We are going to blow up this balloon using chemistry. Okay, so let me show you what you need. All right, to use chemistry to blow up a balloon, you will need a few things. Okay, not surprisingly, you will need a balloon. Yes, indeed. You are going to need a bottle of some sort. It could be a water bottle. It could be an old jar of anything, really. But it's easiest if it has a kind of mouth that a balloon will nicely fit over. So a bottle. You're going to need some things to measure with. You're going to need a 1/4 cup measure, and you're going to need a teaspoon. You could use any kind of liquid measure, to be honest. This isn't even a liquid measure, but you need about a 1/4 cup. Now, the most important things are a funnel. This is going to make your life so much easier. And baking soda. And last but not least, vinegar. Yes, vinegar and baking soda. You can do so much fun with vinegar and baking soda. Okay, gather some things and let's see if we can make chemistry blow up a balloon. All right, you're going to need to do a few things to prepare for this experiment. First thing, you want to put that balloon on the end of the funnel. And then you're going to take a few teaspoons, so 1 teaspoon. You could do it with 2. I like to have lots of reactions, so I'm going to go ahead and do it with 3 teaspoons, which is the same as a tablespoon. So you could just use a tablespoon if you wanted to, but I got my teaspoon out. I'm using my teaspoon. Okay, getting on toward the bottom of my baking soda. I'm going to have to buy some more. Okay, so I've got 3 teaspoons of baking soda in there. You know what I'm going to do just for fun? I'm going to add a little more. I tried this out with 3. I'm going to see what happens with 4. Okay, so now we have a balloon that has some baking soda in it, right? And you can just set that down on the counter. Next thing you got to do, put that funnel in the bottle. Actually, first you want to rinse your funnel out. So go ahead and rinse your funnel out. All right, now that you have rinsed out your funnel, you're going to put your funnel in your bottle, and you're going to grab your vinegar and your 1/4 cup measure, and you're going to pour some vinegar into your bottle. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward, right? Pour 1/4 cup, pour in. You know, because I want a really good reaction, I'm going to pour a little extra in. So maybe I'm going with a 1/4 cup and a tablespoon. So that's closer to a 1/3 of a cup. A 1/3 of a cup is about 5 1/3 tablespoons. So we got about a 1/3 of a cup, I suppose, in my bottle. You can see it down there. We have our balloon, which is filled with baking soda. Are you ready to see what happens? Let's do it. Okay, so the first thing you do is you put the balloon, the mouth of your balloon, over the mouth of your bottle. Okay, I've already done that. So you can see it's nice and tight on there. It's good to go. Then we are going to very quickly, and I hope this doesn't explode in my face. It won't. I hope. We're going to pour our baking soda from the top of the balloon into, and you want to get it all out of the balloon and in there, and see what's happening? Whoa, 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 holy schmoly. Ah. Okay, the balloon is blowing up, and it's blowing up, and it's doing almost a better job than I did blowing it up with my mouth. Indeed, reading is fun, as this balloon says. I'll see if I can get a little more of that baking soda in there. Just complete the reaction. Okay. All right. We used chemistry to blow up a balloon. What's happening here? It's time for some science. All right, it's time for some science. It's time for some science. It's time for some science today. Okay, let's talk about the science. Now, we've talked about this kind of experiment before. It's essentially the same thing that happened in exploding lunch bags. So in this experiment, you've got vinegar or acetic acid combining with baking soda or sodium bicarbonate, and those two combine to produce a gas, and that gas is known as carbon dioxide or air. So when you combine those two in this bottle right here, it creates the gas that then fills up the balloon without needing any actual air that I blow myself. So it's pretty straightforward. Vinegar baking soda reaction, but you can use it to do really cool things. And if you happen to have any surgical gloves, or the kind of plastic gloves that you might wear to handle yucky stuff, that on a drinking glass will produce the same reaction, and it looks really cool. It looks kind of ghost-like. So if you want to do this again and you happen to have a surgical glove, give it a try with that, and you can do the ghost glove experiment. Otherwise, go forth with vinegar and baking soda and do science.